Chapter 5, Sugar Magic Mayhem. Holly raised her hands, palms out, as she faced the chaotic carnival celebration spilling into Merry Hollow's streets. Vibrant colors and wild music clashed with the town's usual Christmas charm. She took a deep breath, tapping into her newly discovered sugar magic. "Let's give them something sweet to focus on," she murmured, attempting to weave a spell that would calm the revelers. Her fingers danced, tracing intricate patterns in the air as she drew upon her newfound sugar magic. She envisioned candy canes and gingerbread, aiming to infuse the chaotic carnival scene with a comforting holiday scent, hoping to calm the revelers. But the magic reacted unpredictably, sparking and fizzing like sherbet in sunlight, as if resisting her control. Above, the sky darkened unexpectedly, clouds churning with a power that seemed to mirror the turmoil below. "Holly, what's happening?" Jack called out, his voice barely audible over the sudden roar of the crowd. The first drops of rain fell, not as water, but as sticky, multicolored candy, splattering on the cobblestones. Gasps turned to cheers as children darted out, hands cupped to catch the sweet downpour, their laughter adding to the cacophony. Holly's eyes widened, her control over the magic slipping further. The candy rain intensified, pelting down in a chaotic mix of flavors and textures. Peppermint sticks clattered against cobblestones, gumdrops bounced off rooftops like tiny, colorful hailstones, and marshmallows plopped onto the ground, creating a sugary obstacle course that sent more than one reveler slipping and sliding. Jack rushed to her side, his ice blue eyes scanning the chaos, taking in the surreal scene. "We need to stabilize this," he said, his voice steady and calm despite the commotion. He reached out, his hands covering hers, lending his cool, calming ice magic to her spiraling sugar spell. Together, they fought to regain control. Holly's breath hitched as she felt Jack's magic intertwine with hers, a delicate dance of ice and sugar. The rain began to ease, the candy falling in a more orderly fashion, but the spell remained volatile, threatening to explode into chaos once more at any moment. "We need to redirect it," Jack suggested, his brow furrowed in concentration. "Somewhere it can't cause more trouble." Holly nodded, her mind racing as she searched for a solution. She spotted the town's giant Christmas tree, its lights twinkling merrily amidst the chaos, a beacon of festive spirit. "The tree," she said, her voice firm with resolve. "We'll guide the magic there, use it to amplify the holiday spirit and reinforce Merry Hollow's Christmas charm." Jack's grip on her hands tightened, a silent agreement and a show of support. United, they turned their focus towards the tree, their combined magic struggling to herd the wild sugar storm. The candy rain began to curve midair, a glittering, colorful arc that defied gravity, drawn inexorably towards the towering symbol of Merry Hollow's Christmas spirit, as if the magic itself sought the heart of the town's festive energy. Holly and Jack watched as the last of the candy rain splattered onto the cobblestones, the Christmas tree now a towering beacon of sugary delight. The townsfolk, initially bewildered, began to laugh and cheer, scooping up the magical sweets and popping them into their mouths. The chaos subsided, replaced by a palpable sense of wonder and excitement. Holly turned to Jack, her green eyes reflecting the twinkling lights of the tree. "We did it," she breathed, a relieved smile playing on her lips. But her triumph was short-lived as she noticed a new disturbance brewing nearby. A group of carolers suddenly broke into a lively rendition of a song that was distinctly not Christmas-themed. Their voices rose, filling the air with the unmistakable melody of a traditional Kwanzaa hymn. Jack's brow furrowed as he listened. "That's not from around here," he murmured, his gaze sweeping over the crowd. He pointed to another part of the square where a cluster of people danced in a circle, their movements echoing the rhythm of a Diwali celebration. "And neither is that." Holly's eyes widened as she took in the scene. "It's happening again," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "The magic is still unstable." Brigadier Nutcracker appeared at their side, his wooden face carved into a stern expression. "This is beyond our expertise," he declared, his voice a deep rumble. "We need someone who understands the intricacies of holiday magic, someone who can help us make sense of this chaos. Holly nodded, her mind racing. You're right, she said, turning to Jack. We need to find someone who specializes in this kind of magic. Someone who can help us understand what's happening and how to control it. Jack's ice blue eyes met hers, a determined gleam in their depths. I know who we need to talk to, he said, his voice steady and sure. Ebenezer Scrooge IV. If anyone can help us make sense of this, it's him. Holly's expression brightened at the mention of the holiday fusion specialist. Of course, she agreed, her voice filled with renewed hope. If anyone can help us understand this magical melting pot, it's him. With a renewed sense of purpose, Holly and Jack set off, leaving the town square behind as they embarked on their quest to find Ebenezer Scrooge IV. The sounds of the blended celebrations faded into the background, a reminder of the task that lay ahead. Their journey was far from over, but with each step, they drew closer to unraveling the mystery that threatened to consume Merry Hollow. Holly and Jack wasted no time preparing for their journey to Ebenezer Scrooge IV's manor. They packed a small satchel with essentials, including a thermos of peppermint hot chocolate and a few of Holly's emergency sugar cookies, infused with a calming charm. Leaving the town in capable hands, they convened a hurried meeting with the newly formed council, comprising representatives from various holiday traditions. We need to ensure the town remains stable while we're gone, Holly said, her gaze sweeping over the assembled members. Trust in each other, and remember, unity is our strength. The magic of Merry Hollow depends on our collective spirit. The council members nodded solemnly, their expressions a mix of determination and apprehension. Jack stepped forward, his voice steady and reassuring. We'll return as soon as we have answers. Until then, keep the lines of communication open and maintain the harmony we've started to build. The town's resilience lies in its people, in all of you. With the town's affairs in order, Holly and Jack set off, their path leading them through the enchanted forest that bordered Merry Hollow. The trees, laden with snow, glistened under the soft glow of holiday lights that seemed to follow them, as if the very essence of the town accompanied them on their journey. The air was filled with the scent of pine and the distant echo of carols, a reminder of the magic they were fighting to protect. As they walked, their breaths misting in the crisp air, Holly voiced her growing concerns. What if Scrooge can't help us? What if the magic is too unstable to control? This is unlike anything we've faced before, Jack. Jack glanced at her, his ice blue eyes reflecting the surrounding lights. Then we'll find another way, Holly. We've faced challenges before, and we've always found a solution. This time is no different. Our strength lies in our ability to adapt and overcome. Holly nodded, drawing comfort from his words. You're right. We've come this far together. We can face whatever comes next. Merry Hollow is our home, and we'll do whatever it takes to protect it. The forest thinned, revealing the sprawling estate of Ebenezer Scrooge IV. The grand manor loomed before them, its towering spires and Gothic architecture a stark contrast to the quaint charm of Merry Hollow. The house seemed to absorb the light, casting an eerie shadow over the landscape. The silence that hung over the estate was almost palpable, a stark contrast to the festive atmosphere they had left behind. Holly's steps faltered, her eyes widening as she took in the